What time is it? It's 3:15 in the morning. I'm finishing up with Charlie's 2x8, and I'm going to go in the house and go pass out. It's been a busy day at the workbench. I'm ending this day with a brand new xforce 2x8 base. This came to me after going back 3 times. That's no lie. The guy, my heart just went out for him because he says to me, he goes, BBI, he brought me this box. He traveled a quarter way across the country to bring me this box to work on it, drop it off, knowing that I wasn't going to be able to get to it for a long time. But this thing is about 4 months old, 3 months old, brand new. As BBI, I'm not going to lie, he goes, this is the most expensive piece of radio equipment I've ever purchased, and I've had the least amount of fun with this of anything in radio I've ever owned. He's had nothing but continuous problems, and we got it here and we opened it up, and I don't like to bash anybody, and I'm not going to bash anybody, but I think that the person that's selling the box should at least bother to ask the person how they're going to use it. And you can't use a Class C box on sideband. I don't care. I know this is going to light off a shitstorm. I don't care. You cannot use a Class C amplifier and expect it to last on sideband. And just because it's got a little sideband toggle on the front, let me explain to you how this circuit works. This little switch right here provides a little 12-volt current to that cap, and it causes this relay to stay closed a little bit longer in between the keys. It's the only thing this relay does. Unless it has a biasing circuit added to knock down the input of the transistor to allow the transistor to go into full shutdown mode in between the modulation pulses, it is Class C. So if the input has got any kind of choke that reference ground at 100% and there's no positive voltage applied to the input portion of the circuit of the push-pull transistor configuration, it is a Class C amplifier and therefore cannot be properly modulated or controlled on sideband. Just can't. Nobody bothered to explain that to Charlie when he bought the box, and he assumed because it had a sideband delay on the front that it was okay to use it on sideband. And that was one of the main reasons he was having problems. The other problem that we noticed is that it was the same problem that we've been dealing with over and over and over again. Oh, this pill's bad, pull it out, replace it. Don't bother to check the gain, the beta gain of the transistor that it's partnered with. And so therefore it drags both transistors down. And as we all know, and it's been very well documented now, not just by me, but by everybody in the amp building community, that the beta gains of the transistors of the DEIs are incredibly low. So it doesn't take a whole lot of damage to them and then they're done. Charlie's so frustrated. He says, man, just put toshibas in this thing. I need it to actually work. I can't sink any more money into this. It can't go back and forth anymore. And I said, okay. So he's got himself a set of matched 8 2879s and a matched set of rarer than unicorn horn matched 2290s. And then we went ahead and we added an entire bias circuit to this thing. We upgraded his power wire, redid his output tune, and bypassed the voltage regulation circuit that they have in here. They go in and they've been cutting all the resistors inside of this thing to try and volt the parts. So we went ahead and repaired all of that and made it so that these actually put out the 15 volts again, regulated each one of these, and then matched the outputs of each one of the power supplies. And had to add a little bit of capacitance here because the tune between the 2-pill section and the splitter circuit and the input side of the 8-pill section was a little off. Other than that, pretty straightforward repair. Replaced all the burned up parts. Oh, and this output cap was bad. It was 104 puff instead of 150. So that made this 4-pill section lag behind this 4-pill section. So this 4-pill section was putting out at full potential, but because this one had a lower output yield, it was causing this output combiner to get hot, causing this resistor to smoke, and then causing this resistor to smoke because it was trying to take the imbalance in the entire circuit. So now that this output is matched with this output, we no longer have 100 ohm smoke. Replaced the 3 burn up resistors, the 10 ohmers. That's it, she's done. We're working like a top now. Let's go ahead and fire down on this. Charlie, like I was telling you on the phone, buddy, you got to be very careful what circuit you have this amp plugged into. It's another thing that you have to be very careful of. Is an 8-pill, a 2x8, the amount of current that's coming out of the wall. I mean, I got a lot of extensions and stuff plugged in over there, but very few things are on, and even at that, I mean, the shop lights are dimming, and I've got a 30 amp breaker on that 110 outlet. You got to be careful and do a total consumption of current on your wall outlet, because most homes have only 14 gauge wire and they've got a 15 amp breaker. If you get a 2x8 for me, I do everything I can. I strongly suggest jump up and down and try and set my hair on fire to get you to put in a 220 outlet for you to run the box off of. These little switchers are running right on the very ragged edge of what they can produce for power. Running on 110 outlet. With all that being said, let's shut this back off. We're going to use a Striker 955, 5-watt slug and reverse. Use a 1000-watt slug, it's going to be in PEP. 1000-watt slug and average, 5-watt slug and reverse, going into the bird, sealed 10,000-watt dumbing load. We are in 1X, because like I said, it is 3:30 in the morning at the moment. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. So we're going to swing roughly about 100 watts worth of drive into this thing. We're going to dead key 1 watt. And it's going to freaking rock. The reason I want to use the Striker real quick, because it's got a 1 watt dead key. With the variable all the way open. 1 watt dead key gets you a 400 watt dead mall. This is your input reflect. Hello, audio. Half a watt. More than acceptable. Look at how far away the microphone is from my face. Hello. 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 Okay, we're going to actually end up breaking the meter movement. So go back over to the 2K. Now it's reading like a 2,000 watt slug. Hello. Audio. Lay it over in a corner, all the way over in a corner once again. So now we're going to kick it down into 5X. And we're going to see it's going to do about 2100, 2200. Exactly what it should be doing. Hello, audio. Hello, audio. About 2100 watts. Like I was telling you, Charlie. Be wise to that. Guard yourself. Preamp is functioning. Sideband delay is functioning. And now you're fully set to be able to go talk sideband to all your buddies on 46 lower. You know, the Blue Sky group. Yep. Because it's actually sideband capable and not just sideband delayed. There's a big difference. Anywho, Charlie, I appreciate it. To all my supporters out there and everybody that's helping me out, let me help them, help you, help that, help everyone. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the projects. My name is BBI, and without a shadow of a doubt, I am the biggest mud duck in Idaho. Please come check us out, www.bbiamps.com. Click on the subscribe button below if you like what you've seen, and magical things will happen. You'll get notifications when I put up a new video. Like today, I've done 3. I've done a few more boxes than that, but only 3 of them wanted to have videos done to come to public view. Anywho, I appreciate your all support. Be good to each other. Remember, we're all in this game of radio together. I'll see you.